Hey everyone, I was talking to a member of our church yesterday. He's a retired colonel from the United States Army, and he was sharing something that a family member of his had said to him. He said, Brian, we are in the middle of a worldwide altar call. And I think that is a really good appraisal about everything that's going on in the world right now. I was running errands yesterday, driving around town. Everything is so green. And I said, Lord, boy, all this rain that we've had, even though some places have had flooding, not too bad here, but all the rain is causing all kinds of things to grow. It's very green here right now. Fields look great, crops look great. But then the Lord said this, He said, but you've got to be careful because a lot of weeds are growing now too. What grows in the Spirit is what comes from the Spirit. And this idea of a worldwide altar call, we have, church folks from Cuba. It's hard to keep track of all that's broken on this planet right now. I think we can see that the foundations of this fallen world are cracking literally and spiritually. But thinking of this worldwide altar call, this is what Paul says in Ephesians 3:14. When I think of all of this, I fall to my knees and pray to the Father, the creator of everything in heaven and earth. I pray that from his glorious, unlimited resources, he will empower you with inner strength through his Spirit. Then Christ will make your home in your heart as you trust in him. And your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong. And may you have the power to understand, as all of God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep is his love. May you experience the love of Christ, though it is too great to understand fully. Then you will be made complete with all the fullness of life and power that comes from God. Verse 17, then Christ will make his home in your hearts as you trust in him. Your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong. That's the life that we need to grow. I was pointing out to the Lord, yes, as I said, Lord, everything is so green and growing. And he said, but we've got to take care of what we're allowing to grow in our life, because while all of that is taking place, there's fear, there's worry, there's disease, there's sickness. We've been in quarantine. There's insecurity, so much fear and doubt and confusion. All of those things can feed us as well. And so we need to make sure that our roots are in the love of God that he proved to us in sending his son. Some have said, hey, how do I know that God loves me? And we only need to look to the cross to see how much God loves us, because his son hung on that cross for us. So, worldwide altar call, this is something that I think really makes sense. We need to be crying out to God now and making sure that our roots are in his love, that the life that we have in us right now is coming from his love, that we're not trying to draw our sustenance from the other things in this world, the fallen things of this world, fear and doubt, uncertainty. I understand how that can happen because we've had sickness in our home. However, as we realize the power of God's love, we can bear that life and that fruit. God bless you. Hey, have a great weekend. This is Pastor Jeff Barclay, Christ Community Church.